This is Max, our chosen player for this year's player career story, backed by popular demand. We're going to try and document the highs and lows of his career as he tries to go from nobody to one of the biggest stars in the world of football. To do that, we are going to use GTA and, of course, FIFA to give you guys cutscenes from past and present in order to show you the ins and outs of his life. But this year, there's going to be a bit of a change. You guys can unlock bonus flashback scenes by hitting like targets on videos. There's going to be loads for you guys to collect. Can you get them all? That is the question mark, though. A little bit of an addition this time around, and it's something to give it back to you. But without further ado, let's jump into this episode of FIFA 19's player career story. When we last saw Max, he just moved into a new neighborhood and he immediately wanted out, as we found out from his diary entries. He needed a job to do that, though. As time passed, he has got himself one, and as you can see, he's also got himself a set of wheels to get him to and from his job. Nothing flashy, but it does the trick. Gets him from A to B, and he's currently working in a small supermarket / shop nearby his house. So he has got himself that job. He's trying to get himself out of the neighborhood he's currently in. We'll see if he is able to do that. And more importantly as well, we're getting closer to seeing how he actually made it to become an LAFC player. Because I can say, guys, the plan of action is for 8 episodes in Season 1. And this is Episode 5 coming your way. So welcome to Episode 5. After this, we should have 3 more to come, give or take. Hopefully that's the plan anyway. And we are getting to that point where we can see how he made it as an LAFC player in the end. So now working at that local shop, trying to get a bit of money so he can go elsewhere and he doesn't have to live at home anymore. Getting to that age as well now. At this point, he's closing on becoming 18, so he is, as technically speaking, an adult. I suppose, though, in America it's 21, isn't it, to drink and such like that. But still, we are going to be showing you the 5 games we have on offer, including another derby day against LA Galaxy. First up, though, was Minnesota. And to let you guys know, I was actually playing these games on Ultimate, this first one anyway. And then after that, we looked at the comment section. I looked at the comment section last time because I spoke about potentially dropping the difficulty because there's not that many goals per game to Legendary, which is what I've done for the remaining 4 games. So hopefully that works out and gives you guys a bit more entertaining gameplay. Because there actually hasn't been that many goals scored so far this series, which is a bit frustrating, really. But Minnesota were the team who took the lead in this one. A good effort from the edge of the area going into the top corner. They could have made it 2 if it wasn't for the acrobatic save from LAFC's goalkeeper to keep that one out. And in the second half, LAFC went on the quest for their equaliser to be denied inside the 56th minute. Then the corner, nothing came of that. So we move into the next highlight. 4 minutes to play here until this one would end. And it would have been a bitterly disappointing 1-0 defeat. But they crafted the chance. There was a slight hint of offside. I wondered if we were going to see the flag go up. It remained down and it was Minnesota 1, LAFC 1. I think Diamande was the man to get the goal. So rescuing them, essentially, getting them a point. It's another draw for the draw specialists in the league, in the MLS. That's, I think, the 8th or 9th at this point. It is just stupid how many draws LAFC currently have got. It's becoming a little bit just crazy, in all honesty. But at least it wasn't the defeat, the 1-0 defeat. It was the draw. And I did tell you guys we would have ourselves another derby day. So, it comes here. LAFC against LA Galaxy. Max still has the most assists in the league as well. Obviously, Ibrahimovic starts for the Galaxy. On the other side, that is the team for LAFC. 4-3-3 as usual. You can see Ibra there. He's going to want to make his mark on this match. Jonathan Dos Santos also in the midfield. Alessandrini. We highlighted all these guys previous. And the last one between these two teams was a 1-1 draw in the last derby. So one of them definitely wants to take the points here. Well, both of them will want to take the points. But only one realistically can get the win. Potentially it might even be another draw, which is not unheard of for LAFC. Galaxy started off the far better of the two teams. Alessandrini sending one in from the corner, from the short corner. And I tell you what, how it wasn't 1-0, I have absolutely no idea. But 4 minutes before half-time, it was the turn of Max to create a chance. He set through his teammate and he lashed at the shot and it went wide of the post. A really, really bad effort, you could say, under the circumstances. A bit of trickery, though, from Max. He continued to really dictate the play as he laid the ball into Carlos Vela, and his shot was straight at the goalkeeper. Could have put it either side. Maybe it would have been 1-0. And in the second half, 35 minutes to go, Diamande, who's in good form after getting that equaliser in that last game, struck the woodwork, and it looked like it was going to be a really frustrating evening, if you want to call it that, until a cross got put into the back post. The on-running Max found his way into the box, and in front of the goalkeeper, headed his side 1-0 in front. And the reason I really like this goal, not only did we see the determination and the heart for him to make that run straight into that box. Look where he starts from, by the way. And look where he ends up as he then asks for the ball. It's not great defending, you can say that. But he's 5'8", and he's banging in headers. That's his second that he's done. And the last time he scored a header, it was a winning goal as well. But he was not done there, my friends. 4 minutes until the 90 minutes. Another cross put in. And another header from Max, making it 2-0 to LAFC, having his say on the derby day. 2 goals from the 5'8" stature of Max Matteson seemed to be the difference as he ran to celebrate in front of the fans. And look at all the teammates getting involved in this. Of course, it's derby day. Everybody wants to win it. And Max is the one who's had his say with 2 headed goals in the same game. And that one, for me, it was the better of the 2. Having said that, though, both were really good. He had to start from quite deep, making those runs in towards that box. The first cross, I felt, should have been defended. There is absolutely nothing you can do against the second one because it was just a class header from what I believe to be, in the future, a world-class player. He shook the hands of a few other players there out on that pitch, but he has the last laugh. He's got the final say. And derby day has been decided by Max, who helped his side to a 2-0 victory. Taking to Twitter after the game, he just said, that is how derby days are meant to be done. Get in there, hashtag MM18. Seems to make a mistake as well with the 2 hashtags, but there we go. But yeah, that is how derby days are supposed to be done, my friend. You bagging in the 2 goals with your head certainly has helped your case for maybe getting the player of the year in the MLS. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Players to watch as we moved into game 3 against New York Red Bulls, where of course Max, and then I didn't see who the other player was for the Red Bulls, but I'm not going to lie, all I was thinking was, please don't draw again, because although he drew game 1, and then obviously we saw them win game 2 with Max scoring the 2 goals, up until Max scored those, it was a very drab game, and I was genuinely thinking, we might be in for another draw here, but he popped up, made the difference when you need him to, but that's the only thing I thought going into this, just don't draw again, just please, you know, let's get another win on the board. They had the ball in the back of the net inside the first half, did LAFC, but it was offside. Diamande had got it after Max laid it on the plate, so it would have been an assist, but the offside flag rightfully went up. And then not too long later, New York Red Bulls' Bradley Wright Phillips put the ball into the back of the net to give the home side the lead. And what really annoyed me about this defensively was actually, when you see the cross come in, he gets in between about 3 players there, Bradley Wright Phillips, and I feel like one of them should have probably dealt with the danger, but nobody really did. A mistake made in the second half nearly cost them dearly, as a ball was given away. Really lackadaisical passing from the away side could have cost them, but they got away with it, and then they went on the quest again to find another equaliser like they had to do against Minnesota, and the man who did it against Minnesota did it again here. Diamande, edge of the area, picked up the ball, smashed it through the legs of the defender into the top corner. New York Red Bulls 1, LAFC 1. A fantastic finish from a man who's certainly in form. Who needs the goals from Carlos Vela when Diamande's banging him in like this? Well, with the last kick of the game pretty much, we were going on the search for a winner. That's what Max wanted. His side wanted to win the game. We were over the time a little bit, but as you can see, the corner got put back out. Max played the quick ball back up towards the this front area. Then the shot came in. Last kick of the game hit the woodwork. Unbelievable. They could have stolen it right at the depth. But that makes it 2 draws out of 3. Obviously, the win coming in the derby day. It's all good for them at the moment, undefeated as it stands. Max, though, after a hard day's work at the supermarket, headed back home to find a car in the driveway that didn't belong to him and didn't belong to his dad. So he was checking it out, wondering what on earth is happening here. Where has his car come from? Because you remember, his dad's in debt. You know, he can't afford it. So it's not like he's going out and buying a car or anything like that anytime soon. But he went in and asked his dad about it. His dad said that he had a friend round and they'd been drinking. His friend's now left his car here, and he'd asked Max whether or not he could drive it back to his friend's address, just to kind of send it back there, help him out a little bit. And obviously Max, at the time, Had no reason to say no. It's his dad at the end of the day. He's going to do him a solid and drive that car back to his dad's friend's house. And it should be no problem with that whatsoever. We'll see how that progresses in the course of this one as we head into game 4, looking for another 3 points, potentially another draw, because that seems like the most likely case at the minute. That's all we seem to be doing. Sporting Kansas City, though, are the side that they're taking on, a 4-3-3 to match that of LAFC. The game itself, actually, is pretty decent, not going to lie. The highlights came thick and fast in this one. Inside 2 minutes, in fact. Max's ball towards Carlos Vela. Decent effort on the weak foot. Got to hand it to him. He's only got a 2-star weak foot. So to keep that volley on target was quite surprising. But then Max had his pocket picked. And all of a sudden, LAFC were in trouble. But they were bailed out by a brilliant stop from their goalkeeper. And then it was time for them to get a chance. Max, though, tried to emulate Carlos Vela to an extent and didn't really get it right at all. Sent it miles over the crossbar. No chance at all that was really going to test the keeper. Second half, though, it was us again looking more likely to grab the goal. What a ball in towards the box. And Carlos Vela was the man on the end of it with the left foot this time. Sends his volley goalwards, hits the keeper on the way through, ends up going into the top corner. And it was 1-0. So deadlock broken here. Things were looking very, very good indeed. Just please hold on. We don't want to see another draw. And then it was a chance for Max as he got himself in a really advanced position all of a sudden. It seemed like the defence just switched off and just didn't watch that run coming in. He tried to chip the goalkeeper. Well saved originally. Ball bounced back out. Rebound put in by his teammates. Point secured here. We're not going to be seeing another draw in this 4th game. Thank goodness. 2-0 up, 2-0 win, and 3 points on the board is how it finished for Bob Bradley's men. And I tell you right now as well, it's looking good in the league. I haven't shown you that because I'll show you at the end of today's episode. But the league itself is looking very, very sweet indeed. It's like top 2. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Perfect timing, DJ. It's like you knew it was coming. I really didn't. But yeah, a point behind the top spot. And I mean, I'm not entirely sure how it works for the playoffs come the end because I don't know if it's like the top plays the bottom of the other side. I don't exactly know. But it would obviously nice to be going to those playoffs as the top seed coming out of the Western Conference, I want to say. I think I've got it right. I think that's the side that we are in. So yeah, I don't know how it all works. I don't know who plays who. But anyway, moving into the final game for today, Salt Lake City, is it? And we actually started again really well. Somehow we didn't have the lead, though. I don't know how on earth our teammate missed that. Max's header onto the bar. Open goal pretty much. And he messed up his header drastically, which then led to LAFC being going behind. Johnson in this one put his side in front, arguably after they should have been behind. LAFC are going to have to do it again. They're going to have to find another equaliser. And that's what they did after 13 minutes. Corner swung in, header came in, one apiece. Wasn't behind for too long, but it could have been 2-1 if you'd have just put that chance in inside the first minutes. No salt coming from me at all. No idea, absolutely none, how on earth it wasn't in the first shot. When Max hit that crossbar, I was thinking, easy, finish it. Nope, didn't work out like that. And then we continued with the chances, and I believe this was pretty much the last of them, as Max, again, in a really good area, just needs to work on that finishing aspect. And I tell you what, he would be absolutely insane in these positions. It's so good up until the finish. The keeper saves it, and frustratingly, a 3rd draw today. 3 draws out of 5. 2 wins on that one, 0 defeats. So at least it's still kind of keeping us in that sort of area. 2nd place to end off today. Very, very good, that is. I'm happy with that, 100%. I'll take that. 13 draws out of 24 games, though, is the most right now out of anybody in the Western Conference. Haven't checked the Eastern, so I don't know that. And I was right with the Western Conference. Yeah, big up DJ. How about that? I'm glad about that. I actually made something right. But there you go. So this is how he looks for his stats as well, just to show you them, because I realised I haven't really done that in terms of that too much. Really good passing, really good physicals, well-rounded, 1-star weak foot still, 3-star skill moves, just need to improve on that weak foot and he would be a serious threat. But at 5'8", to score 3 headers out of 6 goals that you've scored isn't too bad at all. I really, really like that. Showing you the player stats as well for the rest of like the thing right now, and Martinez is the top scorer, except Max is in there at 16th, and also Max is the top assist maker. So he's doing very, very well. But we go back now then to talk a little bit about what happened with the car. So after his dad had asked Max to drop it off back at his friend's, he set off on the journey only to be pulled over by the police. And when I say pulled over, I mean rammed over, because if you take a look at this clip right here, the police clearly taking no chances with this. Max had no idea what was going on. Turns out it wasn't the story that his dad had told. Max was arrested because the car that he was driving in had been reported as stolen. Max was driving a stolen car that appeared on his driveway, and his dad had asked him to drive it back to his friends. We have absolutely no idea what awaits him in terms of his punishment for that. But just to think about it right here, at this point, as we show you the bonus flashback, the arrest. Imagine your dad asking you to drive it back to their friends and it being stolen. You may notice as well in the fact file, personality, new thing in there, dislikes his father. If I tell you right now, he has every single right. His dad sold him a fake story, made him drive a stolen car back to an address which he thought was his dad's friend, and clearly that was not the case. What awaits him, we'll have to wait and see for the next episode, but if he goes back to his dad after this, I will be livid with a kid. Hopefully he does, and hopefully he sees the way and gets out of there. He did say he wanted to get out of there last episode, but he seemed to be still stuck there trying to save money in that job. Let's just hope he isn't going to get jail time for this, because we don't know exactly what the punishment will be. I guess we'll find that out at the beginning of next episode. But if you enjoyed this one, guys, a like would be greatly appreciated. I know it might be slightly delayed. I'm going to try my hardest to get it out for you on Saturday, but as you guys may or may not know, there was issues through the week with FIFA, which put me slightly behind. The usual, I guess, timetable for this series is Wednesday, Saturday, so that's what I'm trying to stick to at the minute. But if for any reason it's a little bit delayed, I can only apologize for that. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the weekend as well, and I will see you all again very soon with another video. Catch you all then. Adios.